Good Monday morning, everyone. This is Rich Levin. Thank you so much for joining us. Monday mornings. Monday. Can't trust that day. Remember the song? Here we go. Welcome to Real Estate Grad School. We do these live first 15 webinars every working weekday, Monday through Friday, every day of the year, every working weekday of the year. Glad to have you all here. On Mondays, we open it up to people who are and are not coaching clients. So many of you on the phone or on the webinar today may not know much about Real Estate Grad School. We're a coaching and training company, and we do this every single working weekday to provide you with a little education, a little insight, and an introduction to Real Estate Grad School. All right, let's get started. Three more examples. Today's going to be a bit of a potpourri of what we did last week, a little bit of new information, because I've gotten a lot of good feedback from what we did last week, and lots of people doing things that they can see already are going to make them more business more easily. So yesterday we talked about what we called 3 more examples of generating many listing leads. And as coaching clients, you can listen to last Wednesday's first 15 and look at last Wednesday's resource material, and you'll get copies of these. And the way to generate many more listings, now there's a number of ways to generate listings, and we're going to go over those in about 6 or 8 slides. But the thing we talked about yesterday that we saw some new variations of was something called the Real Estate Grad School Property Need Letters. Now, a property need letter is not a, I have a buyer for your house letter. It is actually a I have a buyer for your house letter, but it's much more specific than that. So you have a buyer, you legitimately have a buyer who you simply can't find a house for them, or everything you are making offers on, there's multiple offers, and you're not able to lock in a house for them, and it feels like they have to compete for every single house they go after. So what do? So you send a property need letter, but this is a Real Estate Grad School property need letter, one that's designed to work and works extraordinarily well for markets, low-end markets, high-end markets all over the country. And over the course of the past week, because of the market we're in, with so many markets having such competition, with inventories disappearing so quickly, selling so quickly, 3 of our clients just have had extraordinary success with these property need letters in specific situations. So one of our clients in downstate New York sent a property need letter for multiple buyers. She has 3, 4, 5 different types of buyers for the same neighborhood. So she put together a property need letter that requested houses for 3 buyers. So it said, I have a buyer in the $750 price range who needs certain things. I have a buyer in the $500, $450 price range needs certain things. I have a buyer in the $250 price range that needs certain things. Sent it out to 500 people in a neighborhood, and it worked extraordinarily well. She did it in April. It worked well then. She did it again just now. Got 9 leads, 2 listings already, and more listing appointments to come. So it was a property need letter for multiple buyers. And then another one of our clients in Texas sent a high-end property need letter. He doesn't normally work in the over $1 million market. Morning, Will, that's you. But he has a client, and they couldn't find what they wanted, so he began to send property need letters to the high-end market, a property need letter, and then multiple property need letters. And all of a sudden, he is active in the $1 million plus market, and doing that with the high-end market, which is just further proof this letter works in markets across the country in all different price ranges. And we had a client who mentioned that their buyer was living in temporary housing with, 3 or 4 children. It was very uncomfortable, and it seemed to be written in a way that really touched the recipient's feelings. And all 3 of those got very good response and listing leads and listing opportunities, and I'm sure it will be listings sold. Now, those are all designed the way we teach you to design property need letters, with client-specific information, saying something about the client that makes them real. Property-specific information, saying specifically what they're looking for that they're having trouble finding. A comment that they've seen everything on the market, they've seen everything listed already. That if they have an agent, that we respect the agent, we're really looking for a house for this buyer, we're not looking for a listing. that you're sincerely working in that client's interest, that you will keep the conversation confidential, and when you get any of these leads, do your research. Look the people up, look the house up, look the house up on tax records, look the house up on MLS, look the people up and the house on Google searches and any other searches you possibly have access to, so that by the time you call the client, you really know a lot about their previous and current situation. So that's the way we develop property need letters to work exceptionally well. They do work exceptionally well. We covered that last week. Examples of those letters, exactly how to write them, and many examples, including the 3 examples we just talked about, were one of, actually, yet Wednesday of last week's resource materials for those of you that coach with us. Roger Stouter is an agent in Madison, Wisconsin. Roger, in his career, has sold over 760 expired listings. He sold a total of over 2,500 properties in his career, over $500 million in business, still going strong. And of that, 760 of those, tremendous number, maybe a record-breaking number of expired listings sold, not just expired listings taken, but sold over the course of his career. And Roger, delightfully, gave us permission to share his listing package, which is also a pre-listing package. And we shared that on Thursday. So again, those of you that are coaching clients, you can look at last Thursday's webinar, and you'll see all 8 or 10 pages. This is the cover page. It's an 8.5 by 11 folder. Actually, it's an 11 by 17 folded in half. And the picture of the envelope that Roger uses to send it. So we're going to continue this month as we're talking about motivation and attitude. We're also going to work in some days talking about how do you get more listings. And we do this research basically every year, but certainly every couple of years, about where agents get listings. And the last time we did this research, we had polled 16 agents in 12 different markets, 12 different states, who had taken a total of 323 listings. And so where did their listings come from? Well, a large majority, 65% of their listings came from their sphere of influence, past clients, and referrals. So clearly, when you want to generate a steady flow of listings, that is clearly the place to do that. Then the next biggest, and also a fairly large percentage, 13%, was from a focused farm area, an area where the agent absolutely focused their interest. And then internet leads were 5%, builder, agent referral, ad sign were 3%, direct mail was 2%, open house, finding sellers who were also buyers who were also selling, 2%, and then 1% to reputation, floor or opportunity time, for sale by owners, expired, office, broker. Now, I have a client, Anthony, in Rockland County. He takes a large number of listings every year, and more than half of those are expired listings because he's got a tremendous expired campaign. But now that Anthony is really maxed out at a high level and wants to go further, he understands that he's been missing a tremendous amount of much easier business by not tapping into his sphere of influence. So once we started coaching, we started moving in that direction. So where do you get business from? Now, how do you get that business? We'll be talking about over the course of this month and the year. How do you get those listing leads, and what do you do in the scripts? But right now, I just wanted to share with you where those listing leads come from. So today's a bit of a potpourri. We talked about property need letters as an excellent way to get listing leads. We talked about Roger's package a little bit and how to get more listings. Now I want to talk about what we do on Fridays at 11:30. Every Friday at 11:30, we interview a vendor. So we've interviewed and will continue to interview CRM vendors and vendors that generate leads and vendors that do video and audio on the web and all different kinds of vendors. And Friday we had Brian Gass from Brivity. Really an interesting session. Again, that's recorded and posted for those of you who have access to it as coaching clients. Just want you to know that on upcoming Fridays, we're going to have contextually, estately, prime seller leads, top producer, Bomb, Gary David Hall, and these are more CRM guru, lead providers. And Bomb is email video company. So if there's any companies that you would like to learn more about, And then we were actually just talking yesterday about how we're going to put this all on one site, so you'll be able to have interviews, see the interviews with all different kinds of vendors in one place to get a good feeling for your choice in any kind of a tool or vendor. If there's any vendor or any agent who's really good at using some tool that you'd like us to talk to in an interview, let us know. And again, as a bit of a potpourri today, I want to begin to remind you every day how to really take control of your business. And this thing I'm about to show you, those of you who know our work well know it very well. Agents who've sold real estate for a long time tell us that once they put this in place, all of a sudden they have greater control over their business and over their time and over their organization than they've ever had before. It's a very simple system. If you want to take more control over your time and your organization, each day take literally just 10 minutes at the beginning of the day to plan your day. And rather than planning in a void, create a checklist. We have one called the Daily Organizational Checklist. And the checklist is simply a list of all the things that you might want to put on your to-do list for the day. Now, it looks crazy comprehensive, but the top of it talks about goals as a reminder of what your goals are to keep you focused. On the left side is about prospecting, for you to choose how many contacts you want to make that day and what those contacts would be and who they might be. On the right is a list of all the different activities, priorities that you may have for the day so that you can make the very best list of the priority items, whether it's prospecting items or paperwork items or organizational items or service items. It's a very comprehensive list to prompt your thinking. Now, you don't actually write on this necessarily. You just use this to prompt you to make the best to-do list you can. And then there's day of the week priorities, where on a particular day of the week, every Monday, you have a specific priority, Tuesday, Wednesday, so that you're sure that those things that really move your business forward, those things we call important but not urgent, that those things are all addressed. So we talk about taking 10 minutes to plan. Now, you may look at this list, and many do, and say, are you kidding me? How could you possibly even go through this list in 10 minutes? But the fact is you can. It takes practice. Being organized, managing your time is like any other skill. At first, it's messy, it's difficult, takes more time, it's inefficient. And as you get better at it, it takes less time. You become much more skillful at it, become much more efficient. And when you can take this sheet, look at your priorities for the day, and get that down to 10 minutes, which you'll do within 30 days or so, all of a sudden it gives focus and priority and organization and commitment to your day. So we teach this all the time, and we provide all these tools for you. So your recipe for success today, we did a few things in the last 12 or 13 minutes. We talked about property need letters, and we talked about a pre-listing package or a expired package. We talked for a few minutes about how to get more listings, and then we talked about guest vendors. We talked about how to plan and organize your day. But I want to go back to the beginning, and I want to talk about the property need letters, how to get more listings, and whether you're a coaching client with us or not, I want you to have listing goals, even if it's just one new listing every month. Did you take 12 listings last year in 2014? Have you taken 6 new listings in the first 6 months of this year? Are you averaging more than 1 listing a month? If not, make your goal 1 listing every month. If you have, maybe it's 2 listings a month or 3 listings a month. But you know what? Maybe in November and December, maybe 3 in maybe it's 2 in July and August in the middle of summer, but it's 3 in September and October, and maybe 3 in November. But then set your listing goals month by month for the next 6 months. And then, if you've already set them, I want you to raise them by 1. Just 1 more new listing every month. And I want you to make a really sincere personal commitment to get 1 more listing. So what do you do to get those listings? Well, get on our live calls. Listen to our webinars on listing and getting listings. Call us, email us, contact us. We'll help you with that. Or if you're not a coaching client or you're not going to take that path, ask the people around you. Talk to your manager. Talk to your broker. Even call us. maybe a good introduction to who we are and how we work, call us and say, how would we recommend that you do that? But I want you to take on being a stronger listing agent, not by improving your listing presentation. You'll do that as a way to get another listing, but by simply raising your listing goal by even just only one more per month, and make a real commitment that you're going to achieve those goals each month, July, August, September, October, November, December, for the rest of this year, and go into 2016 an even stronger listing agent than you already are. Hug the ones you love. Make a great day. Make a sale. If you're interested in our coaching program, we have a live call today at 8:30. We have the most comprehensive, cost-effective coaching on earth with more tools than any other coaching program for anywhere near the price. We'd be delighted to talk to you about it. Refer us to other people. Hug the ones you love. Make a great day. Make a sale. This is Rich Levin. Be well. Bye.